I ain't gonna be long because I gotta go in here and see my. Well, for right now, she's good. But even though I feel like she's good, I'm still it's my duty is go in there. Yeah, I mean, I like to spend time interacting with her all the time. That's what I want to do. Interact all the time. You know what I mean? And you know, you want to be able to. They want to. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna talk about that because being bedridden. Is it raining outside? That's exactly what's going on. Um, but anyway, for me, I don't believe in helping people that don't help me. Another thing, I don't need a whole bunch of people. You got to be careful of people. I don't consider myself to have friends. I really don't. And I don't really too much care to deal with because, like you said, you more peaceful this way, you know? Because everybody that you call, like, I think about my mother, how she went out of her way. And I want to talk about add things like people say forgive people, it's for your peace, it's for this here. And I know that my mother's a down to earth person. She's a very down to earth person. And she really, she opened my eyes up to a lot of things. And she would, she like me. She give, we're family people, you know what I mean? We're more like a family. Like we just down there, bro. I like family. I'm into that. It's just born in my nature. You know what I mean? To family, to care about family. You know what I'm saying? I think I was more discerning and observing with mine, which my mother is too. But she handled hers in a different way than me. Like if I know somebody don't mean no good, or mean, or they just, if I'm uncomfortable with them, I'm one of these. If I don't like you, I don't like you. If I'm uncomfortable around you and I don't like you, or once if I suspect that you looked it like you was cool, I mean you was all right when I first met you, and it turned out to be you wasn't that person that I thought, then you don't have no unabided respect for me no more, for you. No, I'm not going to talk to you. I'm not going to say anything to you. And if you are the type that, if it boiled down to my family members can tell you that really know me like that. They'll tell you that I will just up front and just tell you about yourself. I just like, no, you just crooked. I'll just come out and just say it. It might put me at jeopardy or something like that. But at the end of the day, that's how it is. Like I always tell my mother, Mama, I think you need to change your friends. Because my prayer is this here is that you deal with the people that I think you just need to be around positive people godly people, people that's gonna have your best interest in line. I don't think I just feel uncomfortable. You getting these phone calls from these people, and she would be like, "Well, son, yeah, I know it. I know it. You know, we can't be like that. We can't be like them." She would try to give that good motherly, godly with wisdom. You know what I'm saying? It would underneath underneath the surface in my breath, it would make me angry because I knew that these people didn't mean her no good. You know, and I would tell her, I would say, them people that you dealing with, I just feel like you need to change up. Not telling you what to do. Your influence of who you call family. And she said, "Well, yeah, babe, I know that they ain't right, they ain't this and they ain't right, and but we can't be like them. We got to be better than them. We got to show ourselves better." And I'm sitting there listening to her, like, "Yeah, I understand what you're saying. You're trying to give me good wisdom and overlook it and stuff like that, this and that and the third." And I used to tell her all the time, "You get down to where you need a glass of water, they wouldn't you wouldn't be able, you couldn't depend upon it." She said, "Yeah, you know how mothers are." They said, "Yeah, baby, baby, yeah, I believe you right, babe." I said, "Yeah, I know I'm right." I would say stuff like that to her. And she would always would tell me, I said, "Well, let me ask you this here, Mom. What is the point of all of this?" I said, "We do all of this forgiveness, we do all this forgiving shit, all this stuff. And at the end of the day, what are we gonna gain from? It'll be 700 more decades or more years. Our ancestors repeating the same thing, which I understand that you trying to give us wisdom and stuff like that. No matter what they do, still love them and all this type of stuff." And I said, our ancestors did the same thing what you're saying. They repeated all this in, forgive them, forgive them, forgive them, forgive them, forgive them. You see what I'm saying? And at the same time, they called you every day, which I was totally uncomfortable with. And you get, I think I'm falling asleep, and you get down and out. Now, where they're still, we'll have a generation of children that's repeating the same pattern. This will be 700 years. We all be gone, or dead and gone, or something like that. And they'll be repeating the patterns of what we talking about. And we ain't gotten nowhere. So I said that to say this here. My mother's in the situation that she's in right now. She's still recovering from a severe stroke that she had. And out of all of the people that she called family and said family, that talk that she talked to damn near every day or every other day, turned out to be something totally different. Mm-hmm. Turned out to be something totally different. And you look at it now, where have this gotten us? I'm not trying to dispute her words or nothing like that, or trying to throw shade and stuff like that. But when you down and going through your little crisis and in your little dungeon and you going through your little tribulation and you're in the spiritual dead, ain't nobody, just like Daniel and Shadrach and Meshach, when they was going through that fiery furnace and them trials and stuff, nobody wasn't there. Human earthly friends was not around. Nobody but God. That's the only person that was there with them the whole time. A lot of time when you're going through your little trials and tribulations, you ain't gonna have nobody that's gonna the same ones that hung out with you every day and ate your food. You get down and out, you won't even hear from them. You'll barely hear from them. You know. And you look at how people say, well, forgive them, forgive them, forgive the white man, forgive them, all this type bullshit. And our people will be 700 years still in the same condition. We'll be dead and gone, and they'll be repeating what we done and still be getting done wrong. So my question is, what's the point of all that? What think about the condition that my mother's in right now. You know, think about the condition that she's in now. Where have this got? What was the point of it? Look what's going on. When you really down and out in your deep dungeon, you ain't got no friends. And if it's like that, I don't need many friends at all. I don't need no friend. Especially if it's like that. Hell no. Why would you help somebody that don't mean that ain't no good? You waste of time. It's just look what it says in. When thou will do good, know to whom thou does it, so should thou be thinking for thy benefits. You can't let you know what I'm saying? When you do good to somebody, know who you helping. You gotta know who you're helping. Do good to the godly man, and thou shall find a recompense. And if not from him, yet from the most high. There can no good come to him that is always occupied in evil, nor to him that give no alms. Verse 4 of Ecclesiastes chapter 12. Give to the godly man and help not a sinner. Don't help people that don't mean you no damn good. That's what the Bible just said in the Apocrypha, King James. Give to the godly man and help not a sinner. The Most High said that's plain and simple. Don't waste your time going to your your bank account, helping somebody who barely come see you, don't give a damn. And if something go down, they'll stick you in a nursing home. You don't. That's ungodly according to God. Somebody that when it come down to themselves, they ain't selfish, but when it come down to you, they rushing and they selfish and don't want to hardly help you. You, that's what the Most High talking about. Give to the godly man and don't help a damn sinner. In other words, God is telling you, don't give to no good ass people. Don't take time and think and know who you helping and think for your benefits. You can't help every damn body. You really can't. I think my grandfather used to say that. You can't help every damn body. You can't help everybody. People will take advantage of you. Mm-hmm. Take advantage of you and use you for what you got. And when you on your hands and your foot and your head, they'll tell you I can't do nothing for you. That's why I don't have many people ringing. I really don't. The only people that call this phone is spam call. That's it. And maybe home and health nurses and stuff like that sometime. Other than that, I don't talk on that phone like that. It's just ain't good. Because not everybody that you talk to have your best interests. Mm-mm. There's too much fake stuff out there. I'm gonna come back and talk. We're gonna talk about this some more. I'm gonna go in there and just rest up a little bit. The video is entitled Don't Help People That Don't Help You. Don't help people that don't help you. All right.